So why do I call it the next-gen volley? And let's clear up some misconceptions about this, because I've been getting a lot of comments saying this is a drive volley, this is a swinging volley, there's nothing new about this. And for those of you who made those comments, you are missing the point. You are missing the point of what the next-gen volley is all about. So the next-gen volley is simply a topspin volley, a volley with topspin, and players have been doing this since the dawn of tennis. Maybe the most popular person that has done it is Andre Agassi. He's the one that really started this thing where he will take a big cut on a fly ball and hit a regular ground stroke on an actual floater and not let it bounce. So he probably started it, but there's other players, right? Monica Seles and a lot of players in the 90s, and I'm pretty sure a lot of players in the 70s and 80s and before then did some topspin volleys. So this has been done before. Also, the next-gen volley is not just a swinging volley. It's not just a drive volley, right? So here's Bodie here about to take a cut or a next-gen volley on this actual ball here. And I call this more of a three-quarter swing, where he will just take his racket back just like that. Not a complete full load or full loop, right? Just take his racket back, short backswing, and also a pretty short follow through as well. And it goes through the court like this. I call this a next-gen volley. It's a topspin volley, right? Also, again, for Pete Sampras, like in my last video, this is a topspin volley where he will take a low volley, right? This is not a drive volley. This is not a swinging volley. This almost looks like a traditional volley, but he is doing some topspin on this. And I might as well call it a next-gen volley, right? Because this ball is spinning forward with some topspin. Okay, so the next-gen volley encompasses not just drive volleys or swinging volleys. It encompasses everything that is topspin on a volley. And so why do I call it the next-gen volley? Well, simply because I want it to be used more. I want more next-gen volleys out there, and I want the net game to evolve. Right now, the net game in the professional level and any level, basically, it has not evolved. It has stunted. It has regressed. It is very bad today. We don't have any pros that are volleying quite well. We have Alcaraz, right? We have Alcaraz volleying okay, but you compare that to the last generation, the Edbergs, the Beckers, the Samprases, it's not even close, right? It's not even close. So right now, we're seeing a very, very low quality volley group when it comes to the professional tour. And we see this a lot where there is a volley here. Here's a traditional volley by Nadal, and Ben Shelton just rips it. But how many times do we see this scenario play out? Many, many times, where someone just volleys into the court and someone just runs it down and hits a big-time passing shot. It happens a lot now, and the only way to counter this is to get some topspin volleys into your game. And, you know, I call it the next-gen volley, right? It literally is the next-gen volley because it's not happening in the current gen. The current gen is not using it. But for you, maybe for you, you're a junior, maybe you're somebody that is looking for an attacking style game, maybe you can develop the next-gen volley and it will turn up in the next generation, right? So this is why I call it the next-gen volley. I want more of these counters to these passing shots, right? I want Nadal to do a next-gen volley right here. And I want the game, the net game, to evolve. And here's me doing some next-gen volleys on the ball machine here. And what makes it next-gen, right? It's not the actual stroke in itself. It is the amount of attempts that you'll do. It's all about you, right? It's not about some professional doing some awesome forehand like Yannick Sinner's next-gen forehand. This is about you. Are you willing to go and do more topspin volleys? And I had this commenter on my other video about the next-gen volley say that, oh, all volleys should be pretty much 90% traditional volleys and 10% next-gen volleys. Well, if you're a net rusher or you want to have an attacking style game, that's not going to work. That is not going to work anymore. you need something else. And if you're going to be a serve and volleyer, right? Say you want to bring back the serve and volley game into the professional level or any level. Well, you're going to need some next-gen volleys, and that is what makes it next-gen. The amount of topspin volleys that you're willing to do, and I would say go 60%, at least 60% next-gen and 40% traditional, and that will be a very attacking style game that will be very, very effective. So look into these next-gen volleys if you're going to have this very offensive style of play. This video is sponsored by ADV. Check out the ADV Tennis Bag Pro version 3, the best and most durable tennis bag in the market. Use my link below in the description area for a 10% off discount. And if you enjoyed this video, check out my website, coachadrian.net, where you can hire me as your tennis coach. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.